How's it going? On today's episode, we're going to be checking out Schecter guitars. Hey everyone, how's it going? And welcome back to the channel. And if you're a new viewer, at any time you would like to subscribe, hit the like button, I'd really appreciate it. So on today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at Schecter's guitars for 2025. Now, I'm actually kind of excited to do this because Schecter is one of those brands that I started with. This channel was, started on a Schecter guitar that I had, and I just wanted to share with everyone. So I figured I'd go on ahead and jump on here. I think I've seen maybe one or two of these guitars. I actually don't even know if anyone's covered Schecter. I'm not even sure, aside from the Synyster Gates headless model, if there is anything new for 2025. So I figured, why not? Let's go ahead, jump on over, and just see what Schecter has for us today. All right, so here we go. The wait is over. The Synyster Gates Custom 7-string headless is here. Now, of course, you're looking at this correctly. It does come for right-handed and left-handed players, which is awesome. And I've seen this, he's teased a couple of different models while playing on stage, and it's actually really, really interesting in my perspective because I don't know too much about Schecter's headless guitars. The only ones that I'm really familiar with, of course, is Legator's. But this thing doesn't look too bad. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer up on this thing, see what kind of specs we got. All right, so first and foremost, let's go ahead and just talk about it. That $2,300, that's a bit up there, not gonna lie. Granted, this is a signature guitar. There's no inlay markers except for on the 12th fret. And let's see what we get. All right, so it's an oak green metallic, which honestly, it's okay in my opinion. Tell me if you love it or hate it down in the comments. Please let me know what you think about the color scheme. I personally love gold on guitars. I think it's very classy and just makes the whole guitar kind of pop. But this, I'm not sure. I'd have to see it in person to really give a definitive yes or no on this one. But let's see what we got. All right, so inlays, of course, there's nothing but the Synyster S on the 12th fret. Luminlay, glow-in-the-dark side dots. The scale is 26.5. Ultra thin C. Let's see here. Anything 24 extra jumbo gold. Are the frets really gold? Oh, they are. That's okay. I've only seen that on a few guitars. Not a whole lot, but that's something I do appreciate. Who else did that? I think, was it Ibanez that did that? I think that Ibanez did that on a few of their headless guitars as well. But anyways, all right, electronics, master volume, push-pull, 3-way, coil split, function, 3-way toggle switch, Schecter USA, Synyster Gates signature humbucker. So, okay, so you're getting his signature set, you're getting a signature guitar, and then it's a headless, gold trim, gold frets, and it's also a 7-string. Let's see here, case sold separately. But it does come, or no. Unless, yeah, it says that there is a case, but I guess it is sold separately according to what this is saying. But I don't know. What do you think? This is something that a lot of people have been seeing. Of course, he's been touring and showing this off. It's a different shape from most headless guitars that I've seen, so it kind of looks more, I don't know, like this horn right here is a little bit more pronounced, and then this cutaway right here, I don't know how I feel about that. But again, it's not my signature guitar, so I don't know. You tell me what you think. All right, next, let's check out the C1 Ink Bomb. Look at this. Okay, when it comes to splatter, I'm hit and miss with some of it, but there's something about this I kind of like. It's about $1,000, $999. But there's something about this that I don't know. I kind of like this. To me, it almost seems like Mick Thompson's like a version of his. I don't know what is about this one, but let's see what we got. All right, so let's see here. Where are some interesting points? So the board is ebony it's ebony for the fretboard material. Neck is a maple 3-piece, so that's pretty cool. Inlays are offset dots. Scale is 25.5. Neck is a thin C. Let's see here. 24 jumbo frets. So I mean, again, under $1,000. You know, it wouldn't be nice to have stainless steel, but it is what it is. All right, the fretboard raise is a 14-inch. What else do we got? So there's Seymour for the pickups in the bridge and in the neck. You got Seymour Duncan alt metal blackout. I've had a set of blackouts once, and that was on my Jackson Corey from Trivium, his signature guitar. And those are the only ones I've ever tried. And honestly, I did not like them. They're, as much as I wanted to love that guitar, those pickups, no matter what plugin I was using, no matter what amp I was using, it just sounded so muddy. I could not hear any of the tone coming from that guitar, and that's why it's no longer here. So I haven't had the best experience when it comes to blackouts, but I don't know, maybe these might be a little bit hotter. I've heard that Jeff Loomis's blackouts are really hot. I haven't had a chance to try those yet. All right, let's see here. Body's made of mahogany, arch top. This seems pretty cool. I'm digging this. I don't know if I like how the back of the neck is not splattered, but yeah, I kind of like this. I'm not gonna lie. There's just something about this that I just think is really cool. All right, next let's hit this one up. This is, I apologize if I butcher the name. I apologize. Daniel Hannibin, Danskimo 6, if I said that correctly. So Electric Callboy is actually one of my favorite bands. I love their stuff. They just come up with so many creative songs. So everything from like something really heavy to just something that's, you know, kind of bananas. And I love what they do. So this is very interesting. This is the first time I'm seeing this. 1700. Oh, man, I'm telling y'all, guitars are getting expensive. I understand inflation, but let's take a look. Let's see what we got. All right. So it's a purple sparkle, which I like. It suits them. It really does. Let's see here. Tuners, we got hip shot, grip lock, open gear. So awesome. We got locking tuners. Fretboards made of ebony. We got Wenge with 2 carbon fiber reinforced rods for the neck material. Inlays are offset silver rings, which I do like that. This is just me, totally on a rant, but I feel like sometimes the inlays can either make or break a guitar. That's just me. Scale length is 25.5. Neck is a C shape, so it's not a thin C, but it is a C shape. So maybe a little bit thicker, but man, it looks pretty awesome. Let's see here. 24 X jumbo stainless steel frets. So you know, this is why it's starting to add up on that cost. Nut is a Graphtec XL black tusk. Nice. Truss rod is a 2-way adjustable rod. Oh man. At first I thought that you're going to be able to adjust it over by the neck, or the neck pickup if there was one. But no, you only got the truss rod cover. All right. And then let's see what else we got. All right. I already talked about the purple sparkle, black hardware, flat top with comfort contour and rounded edges. Nice. Let's hear. It's a bolt-on. Body is swamp ash. Okay. Electronics, master volume with push-pull function for fluence voicing options. And the pickup is the Fishman Fluence Tosin Abasi. Huh. So it's not often that you'll see a signature guitar use someone else's pickup. I recently heard of another guitar that they do that, and that's interesting. And of course, let's not forget, it does have an Evertune bridge. So stainless steel frets, Fishman fluence, an Evertune bridge on there, and hip shot locking tuners. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, let's check out these Electro-Resin guitars. These look so cool. I like it and I don't at the exact same time. There's something about that I want to like, but I don't know. I've never really been a fan of this burn-in type design. Now, the other question is, I wonder if each and every one of these is going to be different. I would assume so, but who knows? All right, so these things are priced at about $1,600. So for $1,600, let's see here. Of course, you get it has a resin in there, Schecter locking tuners. It has, all right, this is something that I've only seen on one other guitar, Pale Moon Envy on the fretboard. I've only seen Legator do that. So that is something that is very unique and special to this. It does look pretty cool on this one, not gonna lie. Seeing some of these photos, and especially that carve on the back end, that's kind of like my Balaguer, but there's no carve on that, so it looks like there's probably, yep, there's binding all the way through. Again, man, it's like I want to like this. All right, let's keep going. All right, neck material is mahogany. It's a 3-piece neck, mother of pearl blocks, side dot, black dot, so there's no lumen lay side dots. Scale is a 24.25" thin C. Let's see here, 22 jumbo frets. It's not even stainless steel unless they didn't put that in there. All right, so the body material is mahogany. The top is flame maple with resin-filled fractal burns. I can't read. I can't pronounce stuff right now. I'm so tired. All right, binding. Here we go. Binding with white and black, multi-ply. So there's a couple different strands. The bridge is a Tone Pros locking 2-nomadic with locking stop bar tailpiece. Electronics. All right, so we got Seymour Duncan 78 with chrome in the bridge and Seymour Duncan 59 in the neck. I have never played those pickups before, so I'm curious to see what they sound like. But this is out of the ones that I saw, I think that the V, of course, is the one that I would go with. But let's take a look at this one, the little Explorer. So they got two different Explorers. This one's even more, and it's probably because it has a Floyd and a Sustainiac, if I'm guessing. What kind of bridge? Pickup. So it again has a 78. The neck is just a Sustainiac. Let's see here. All right, so it has a Floyd Rose 1500 locking. So this one kind of looks a little cooler, and it's a little cheaper. And I think it's because it doesn't have that Sustainiac and the Floyd. And it has, yep, the exact same pickups. But this one is it's my least favorite out of the three, because I don't know what it is with the color scheme and whatnot. It's like, it reminds me for some reason of the old He-Man cartoons, like that color palette. Yeah. All right, now here's something that kind of caught my eye because it's different from everything else that they're putting out, and that is this C1 SLS Custom. So I don't know what the SLS stands for. If I were to guess, it's Schecter Limited Series, maybe. I'm not sure. If you know, please let me know down below. But this thing is kind of cool because it's different from everything else. And one of the things I appreciate is that this nice, beautiful red is just on the top, which makes the back of it kind of pop, or the front pop more due to the natural back of the guitar. So SLSs, if you haven't played one, they're actually really, really good guitars. I played a 7-string in a Guitar Center a while ago, and it was really hard for me not to buy that guitar. And the fact that like it's still in the back of my head like years later just shows that like that guitar left an impression on me on how good the SLS series really is. So let's take a look. What we got? So they're calling it a racing red. So it does have the Schecter locking tuners, fretboards ebony. The neck material is maple walnut paddock. All right, sure. 7-piece ply neck with 2 carbon fiber reinforcement rods. So yeah, that neck is insane. And they've done this for like all their SLSs. So again, if you haven't seen their SLS series, go take a look at any of them. They're just, I think it's probably their best guitars that they make. All right, the inlays are the Vendetta, which I think this is the first time I've ever seen those before. Side dots, luminate, glow in dark. Side dots, it's ultra thin. It's an ultra thin C neck shape. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. It has 24 jumbo stainless steel frets. The fretboard race is 12 to 16 inch compound. I mean, this thing, it just has so much going for it. And again, one of the things that I loved about it is that they were also, I think, the first series to really push the Fishman Fluence, I think. But here in the bridge, you got the ceramic, and in the neck, you got the Alnico one. So you have like two different choices or 2 different types of pickups, and it's not just your standard Fishman Fluence moderns per se. And again, you can access the truss rod right here where the neck pickup is at, which makes the tuning and stability and setup just so much easier. So of everything that we've looked at so far, this would be the one that I would go with from Schecter. I've said it in one of my previous videos that the Evil Twin V is like on my top 10 list of guitars I would love to try, but this is really cool. I love this. Even the inlays, it's something about it. I think it's really, really cool. And even like just depending on how you look at those inlays, it can take on like different shapes. Well done, Schecter. And if red is not your fancy or your choice, let's see what the black one looks like. That's cool. Man, that is awesome. Schecter, dog. It just looks so cool. I don't know what it is, but they nailed it. But I wonder if, okay, so this top is a satin finish. It's not gloss, which makes me like it even more. If I had to choose though, I think I'd go with the red. I wonder what this would look like, this neck on that body. Would it be too much? I'm not sure. But man. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right, so the only one that they're also showing that's new is this one here, which is Wylde Audio. I kind of want to do Wylde Audio like in a whole nother video, maybe. But this is their new one, the Barbarian. And I've only ever played one Wylde Audio, and those guitars, man, there's just something about them like that. They just feel really big. But this is really cool. I like the bird design. But let's see here. This one is, so it's about 16. I think Wylde Audio guitars, for the most part, are pretty expensive. They're pretty up there. Let's see here. Blood Raven, flat top, beveled, right-handed. Set neck, deep, insert joint, mahogany body, quilted maple, Blood Raven top, EMG 81 and 85, so kind of a classic mix. Fretboard race is 14 inch, 22 jumbo frets, side dots, pearl runes, 3-piece maple, fretboard is ebony. So oh, I haven't tried this one. Again, I've only ever tried one, and I think it was like their Explorer shape, and that thing just felt really big. But I didn't spend a whole lot of time playing it. So I don't know. If I ever got a chance to try an actual Wylde Audio guitar, I think it might grow on me, but I wouldn't like to give them a shot if ever given the opportunity. So yeah, that's it for today's episode. A little bit longer. I didn't mean to ramble as much, but there were some guitars that just really stood out. And I think that between that SLS and that splatter guitar, I don't know which one I like more. I think I'd probably go with the SLS one, just because, again, SLS guitar, that 7-string, left such an impression on me on how good it was. Like, it sounded great, it felt great. Like, there's just so much about that guitar that I love. I think that I would like to get the right SLS if, you know, if I had to choose. But let me know down below which guitar you enjoyed looking at, which one you would pick up, and what do you think about my thoughts and opinions on this. I mean, we're here to just talk about guitars and hang out and just have fun. And if you enjoyed this video at any time, you want to share it to your friend, like, hey, look at this guy, he doesn't know what he's talking about, or hey, this guy also likes guitars, that means a lot to me. Even if you're like, hey, you don't know what you're talking about, I appreciate the comment, I appreciate the interaction, and that you all just watch these videos. So I'm gonna go and leave it with that. And again, if you like the video and you want to like, subscribe, comment down below, thumbs up, all the other fun YouTube stuff, go ahead and do so. And I'm going to go eat some dinner, and I will see you all in the next video.